Regrets? Well, as the song goes, I've had a few. Well, anybody moving to Phoenix is going to have some regrets. That's normal. In this video, we're going to explore some of the most common regrets that I hear from my clients after they move to Metro Phoenix. These are the things that you should consider before making your decision as to where you want to live. So if you're considering a move to Metro Phoenix, watch this video right here to make sure that you've considered everything that you need to think about before you make that move. Hey everybody, I'm Mike Zahn with the Live Local Real Estate Group here at eXp Realty. If you feel like I've missed anything in this video, and I might have, post them in the comment section down below. So without further delay, let's get started. Regret number one, the high cost of living. What? I thought Phoenix was known for its low cost of living. Well, the truth is, we were known for our low cost of living, but that perception is a bit outdated. Phoenix home prices have risen substantially over the last 5 years. We're now 7% higher than the national average. Our cost of living is about 4% higher than the national average, and rents? Don't get me started on rents. My daughters rent a place that's about 1,500 square feet in a decent part of town, and they pay $2,300 a month. Ouch. The median price of a home in Phoenix, where half the prices are above and half are below, is now $525,000. In Scottsdale, you can't purchase a single-family home under $700 unless it's a major fix-up or in a terrible location. We're just not that place for an inexpensive home anymore. That said, I don't think we're much more expensive than some of the other major cities in the nation, and in particular, we're certainly less than California or Washington, where, say, a 2,100 square foot home can run you in excess of $1 million. So regret number two, there's no ocean. Well, duh. I mean, nobody moves to Phoenix expecting there to be an ocean, but we do have plenty of beach, i.e. sand, just no ocean. If people know there's no ocean, why do they miss it? Well, they miss it because they move from an area with easy access to a beach or an ocean, and a large percentage of the people moving to Phoenix come from California or Washington, or maybe the Midwest where they live near the Great Lakes. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to miss until you've lost it. So if you're a beach-loving person, you live in one of these areas where you can go to the beach, stick your toes in the sand, hang out with your friends in the sunshine, sip a beer, and you do this frequently, well, Arizona might not be the place for you. So don't move to a place where you can't do your favorite activities. Now that said, we are not that far from the ocean if you don't mind going from time to time versus say every other weekend. We're a 6.5-hour drive to Mission Bay in San Diego, and many Arizonans flock there for a 3-day weekend or special occasions in between. Just take a look at this beach area in Mission Beach. It's gorgeous, and yes, you can be there in 6.5 hours or fly there and be there within an hour. The flights are a little over $100 round trip if you get them on sale, or if you like something a little spicier, you can head south to Rocky Point, Mexico. This little town has really grown up over the past 20 years. Just take a look at this. This could be in San Diego or Huntington Beach, but no, it's in Rocky Point, Mexico. Again, a great place to stick your toes in the sand, sip on a margarita. It's just a 5-hour drive from Metro Phoenix. Now, flying there is a bit more difficult, so plan on driving. Regret number three, the weather. I'm not going to lie. Phoenix summers are hot, hot, hot. Phoenix has 111 days a year on average that are over 100 degrees. And yes, our humidity is very low, and many people say that makes the temperatures feel up to 10 degrees cooler than they actually are. But that said, there can also be 10 or 15 days that go over 110 degrees, and let me tell you, once you top that, you feel it. So plan to live through about 3.5 to 4 months of hot weather, where it's hot in the day and hot at night. The good news is that in Arizona, everything is air conditioned. Your home, your job, your car, shopping, restaurants, virtually everything. Think of it as winter in other parts of the country. You just stay indoors. But at least you don't have to go out and shovel the sunshine, LOL. And speaking of shoveling, the other 8 to 9 months of the year in Metro Phoenix are idyllic. You can expect temperatures with highs between the 60 and 80 degrees, certainly no snow shoveling, lows typically in the 40s and 50s. Occasionally we might get into the 30 to 35 degree weather, but not often. It's a beautiful reward for making it through the summer. I always say Phoenix has the nicest weather in the nation most people can afford. Regret number 4, missing family and friends. The truth is, you probably have a good network of family and friends where you live, where you're at. When you move to Phoenix, or anywhere else for that matter, you leave them behind. Sometimes we don't fully consider the entirety of what that will be like. It will be leaving a hole in our lives. Make sure you consider this, and be sure that you be aware that you're probably going to have a good year here in Phoenix while you're building those relationships up again. It may be a lonely year, and that's okay, as long as you're taking steps to fill that void and you're prepared to do so. And speaking of filling a void, if I missed something in this video, be sure to drop a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what your question is. I'd be happy to answer it, or maybe even address it in a future video. I really do love to hear from my listeners. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe as I continue to build out my channel. While we're talking about building, let's talk about regret number 5, road construction. Yeah, the most recent numbers I've seen show that 250 people a day are moving into the Metro Phoenix area. No matter how you slice it, that's a lot of people. They need homes, they need groceries, they need clothes, they need a job, and all that means they use their cars. Because Phoenix does not have a good mass transit system, so don't plan on that. You're going to be using your car. We have a great street network, a nice grid, but it does get overloaded during rush hour. I won't say we're as bad as Los Angeles, but rush hour around Phoenix is no cakewalk. You should be prepared for a lot of traffic and, frankly, a lot of road construction, particularly in the outlying suburbs. As these areas grow, the need for infrastructure grows. So cities pull out their equipment and start building it. Roads, bridges, even freeways. They're nice once they're built, but until then, ouch. So be prepared for some traffic congestion, especially if you purchase a home in some of the more affordable outlying communities. Regret number 6, where's the music? Phoenix does not have a vibrant music scene like you might find in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Chicago, New York. If you're looking for a vibrant music scene, you may be disappointed. In fact, you probably will be. Yes, we have jazz festivals, blues festivals, folk festivals, etc., but we don't have a lot of venues that feature live music and concerts. I'm not sure why that is, but if you like to go to concerts and hear local bands, Phoenix just may not be the place for you. Regret number 7, and this is one most people don't think about. You're probably going to miss the seasons. I know you're saying, I will never miss winter. And while you may never miss winter per se, you may wish, or you may miss seeing that field of freshly blanketed snow. It's beautiful. You might miss seeing the sunshine through the icicles coming down off the roof of your home. Also beautiful. You might miss seeing all of the wildflowers springing up as spring comes and the world comes to life. And again, you might miss seeing the leaves change color, blanketing your community in a dizzying array of oranges, golds, and browns and tans and rust. I don't think there's anything more beautiful than a forest in the fall. It's visually amazing, and the scents in the fall forests are just intoxicating. You're not going to have much of that in Phoenix, and yes, we do have trees that change color, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a forest here that changes color. There are a few up north, and really, that's the saving grace of Arizona. If you miss the winter, it's a 2-hour drive north to Prescott or 2.5 hours to Flagstaff. If you miss the fall, it's a 2.5-hour drive to Oak Creek Canyon, or a 3.5-hour drive to Forest Lakes, or 2.5 hours to Flagstaff with their aspen trees. So that's the good news. If you do like snow, you can drive up to the north or the northeast and enjoy it. You can go skiing, ice skate, ice fish. You can go tobogganing, sledding, and then you can drive home to Phoenix, and you don't have to mess with shoveling the snow, or driving in the snow, or walking in the snow every day. It's a beautiful thing to be able to enjoy all that and then come back to 70-degree weather and sunshine with a light breeze out of the south while you sit on a patio, sipping a margarita, watching the palm trees. And that, my friends, is the payoff if you're contemplating a move to Phoenix. So be sure to consider the things I've talked about. They may not keep you from moving here, and, maybe they shouldn't keep you from moving here. But that said, they are things that you ought to consider, plan for, and be prepared for. Phoenix is an absolutely amazing place to live in. It's filled with opportunities for jobs, recreation, dining, entertainment, natural wonders, hiking, biking, you name it. And if you do move to Phoenix, make sure you book a discovery call with me here in my Calendly link right down below, where you can select a time and a date that's good for you. And I promise, I'm a pretty easy guy to talk to. Or if you want to check out homes that are available here in the Metro Phoenix area, make sure you go to my website right here, metrophoenixliving.com. It's the #1 search site in the Valley, where we update the listings every 5 minutes so you have the latest information available. Say thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.